5 Best User Reviews of the TrueNAS Mini XL Plus Compact ZFS Storage Server with 8+1 drive bays, 32GB RAM, 8-core CPU, dual 10GB network, diskless. Performance-oriented and quiet hardware design. 32GB ECC RAM, 8-core 2.2 GHz Intel Atom CPU, 8x 3.5. Hot swap SATA drive bays, 1x 2.5. Hot swap SATA drive bay, 1x 2.5. Internal SATA SSD bays, 2x RJ45 10GB Ethernet LAN ports. Remote management, IPMI, 3x USB 2.0 ports, 1x USB 3.0 port. 1x internal boot device. Built-in RAID, boost performance by adding SSDs for read and write hashing. Real users share their experience. Number 1. Not cheap but worth the price, Roger H. 5-star. What you get for your money is a neatly presented relatively low thermal power server with plenty of capacity to run a home NAS using a TrueNAS operating system, and some useful other server functions either virtualized or as free BSD jails. As well as saving the cost and effort of finding a case with good thermal properties and 8 3.5 drive bays, it also uses an excellent Supermicro motherboard, which itself is expensive and hard to obtain in Europe. And you have the peace of mind of knowing that all the components will work reliably together. Roger H. Number 2. Fantastic build quality but poor cooling design. LX. 4-star. The build quality of the TrueNAS Mini XL Plus is fantastic, but the cooling design leaves a lot to be desired. For an 8-bay NAS, I was surprised to only see a single case fan in the back of the unit for cooling. There are other fans inside the case, but none of them seem to draw the heat out from the drive bays. The system itself has the ability to adjust the fan speeds manually, but it's basically almost full speed or full speed and then no options to just turn up the case fan. LX. Number 3. A solid pre-built unit for your TrueNAS-based NAS solution. Cranky old nerd. 5-star. Can you do better than this by hunting parts on your own? Maybe. Do you feel like dealing with it? Great, do it. If you're me, who has built more than enough computers in their lifetime at this point that just getting one in the box you can open, plug in, turn on and start moving data onto it, this is for you. Cranky old nerd. Number 4. Perhaps the best pre-built TrueNAS device. Mason Storm. 4-star. I'm very happy and relieved to finally have a genuine ZFS NAS device in my system. I've been using a couple of Synology NAS and a self-built Windows Server NAS, the latter utilizing an Arika RAID HBA, all for more than 10 years. At some point during their lifespan, each and every one of those has had a complete data loss, even though each was configured for 2 drives of redundancy, i.e., RAID 6 or SHR2. Mason Storm. Number 5. When you want a more powerful NAS. Richard D. 5-star. This is a clever little NAS that's quiet, compact and powerful. It's fast, too, with a full 9.4 GB per second line speed, tested with iPerf, though ultimate transfer speeds are limited by your drives and network. I have gone the DIY route in the past, but this is more nicely integrated with everything tested and ready to go. It's the alternative to QNAP or Synology when you want maximum flexibility and performance that comes with open source. There's also a steeper learning curve with TrueNAS, but YouTube is filled with tutorials explaining everything. Richard D. To read all the reviews, click the link in the description below.